Takes him a minute to realize that I left. I'm here. Go ahead. You can go up on the bed. Be careful. Good boy. Poor Dylan. Anyhow. He's so funny. Okay, first person here is Adonis. Have I been on Jay's mind recently this week? Anything I need to know? Okay, let's see. Yes, you have been on her mind, and communication should pick up with her soon. So if you haven't heard from her, you should be hearing from her. Perseverance pays off. A wish comes true around this situation. I think that you'll hear from her soon, and that she has been thinking of you. If you've pulled your energy away, she'll probably be showing up more, or putting more effort in over the next couple of weeks. Morgan, what are A's intentions towards me? Is definitely intending, you may have to have patience with them though. You may need to have patience, but they're definitely intending for growth, change, and transformation to come in and around the situation. That brings in cause for celebration when communication picks up, but you might have to have a little bit of patience because that might not be happening right away. It could take a little time. Talia, how will my Friday go with BP? It should go well. First card here is Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. It looks like the sun is coming out over the situation. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and you could be feeling a little bit more stable. Okay, I don't know what it is that I'm doing wrong, but I don't get it. This gel nail polish, it's like it just comes off. Like, look at that. These two were colored. What happened? This one was colored. What happened? It just goes away, like in one piece. Gone. Why? I don't know. I don't know why that happens, but it's really stupid and annoying. Anyway, I just noticed it. Davey, general around work for the next 3 weeks. Over the next 3 weeks, your perseverance pays off. Negativity moves into the past. You may be feeling stable and secure. It also looks like you may be feeling grounded. You could be bringing in money. I don't know what exactly it is that you do, but if there's I know that you mentioned there's a bonus involved, but there may be money that could come in. I don't know. There's more money. Cause for celebration comes in around more money. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You should feel an improvement over the next couple of weeks. What is happening here? This fucking thing. I gotta move that. Empress. Will I score in the 99th or the 100th percentile on my January 20th MCAT? %70 chance, yes, you will. Anthony, what is the blockage between the Cancer and me contact? Well, the blockage is her. She's stuck and stagnant. That's why she's stuck and stagnant just in life in general. And that's, like, that is affecting her entire life, not just with you, but it's like, she feels like nothing is happening for her. She's slow and stagnant, and she's just held back and stuck right now. Yeah, and there's not really much that you can do about it, not at the moment. You just got to give it a little bit of space. Davey, what's going to happen with this general manager? He's brutal to deal with and feel that he's super toxic to be around. Will they replace him? Okay. Are there other people there that feel that way too? I mean, it feels like there are. It feels like you're not the only person that feels this way about him. Yeah, I think his days there are numbered. I don't think you're the only person that feels that way about him. I don't think he's happy there. I think that there's a change coming, and I think it's going to serve everybody for the better once he's gone. He is toxic, but I think he's also unhappy for being there, so that just kind of like makes it that much worse. Oh, hello, Mel. Where am I? Vanessa, I think. Advice about K and M towards me. Advice about K and M towards me. Um, what do you want to know? I don't know how to answer that. Like, are they friends? Are they people that you've had a falling out with? Are they people that you haven't spoken to in a while? They're friends, okay. But you speak to them normally, like nothing out of the ordinary has happened. You might feel like they've treated you unfairly. Any disagreements, arguments, disputes are going to resolve themselves and move into the past. You don't have to do anything. You may feel like you have a long road ahead of you with these people, but pretty much anxiety around the situation moves into the past, and you've got the Magician here, which is the ability to manifest new opportunities. Whether you want to keep them in your life or not, you have the ability to call in new people if that's what you need. You have a wish around this situation, and Six of Cups, if they're people that you've been friends with for a long time, they should come back and the relationship should pick up, or things should be improving. It looks like an overall improvement, but you're the one that has the Magician, which means you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities or the ability to fix this relationship if you want to. Any disagreements or disputes will move into the past without you even really having to do anything. I would say give it a little bit of time. Things may just work themselves out. I think I'm at Jasmine here for general. Life changes for the better for you quickly. You could be starting a new journey. A disappointment moves into the past. It also looks like you're being guided by the divine, and earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. Life seems to move forward pretty quickly. Growth, change, and transformations coming in and around your life. A Scorpio enters. Queen, what does LM want from me? Well, this person hasn't made any like decisions yet. Like they don't know exactly what they want. But they do want to get to know you better, and they should make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. And a wish should come true around the situation. I think that their intention right now is to get to know you better. Sister, I'm just in here for the vibes. We got good vibes. Mary Wilson, why is he so hot and cold? Well, because he's kind of all over the place and he doesn't know really what he wants. He comes up as feeling indecisive. He comes up as feeling like slow and steady wins the race some days, and then some days he's ready for things to move forward full throttle. Ultimately, I think that he wants things to grow, change, and transform. He's just not really sure of exactly what he wants, so he's running hot and cold. You know what I would do in a situation like this? I would pull your energy way back. Let him come to you, and he will. And once you pull your energy back and you kind of disconnect a little bit, you may see him put in some more energy. And things will level out. They won't always be so hot and cold. Liz, next 24 hours. Okay, put a wish out into the universe. You just might get it. You're no longer holding yourself back. You got some money coming in. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Liz, what will happen next with the Pisces and I? Communication should pick up. Have a little bit of patience. It might not happen right away, but you should be seeing them soon. You should be spending time with them soon. Maybe sometime in early December. God, I can't believe the year is over. Wow. That shit went by really fast. Elizabeth, general read. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. Your perseverance around work and career pays off. The hard work you put in comes back to you. Got some money coming in and a little bit more financial stability coming in. The weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. When more money comes in, happiness comes in. Love. Okay, when it comes to love, things change for the better for you quickly, and you got a new journey on the horizon. Anxiety moves into the past. Cause for celebration comes in. Success comes in. Not looking back on the past fondly, but eager for your life to move forward. A well-balanced relationship begins. That functions really well, and it could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Negativity moves into the past around love, but you could have options, and Aries comes in as well. Davy, love. Balance comes back to your love life when new energy comes in. You got a couple of new people coming in and choices. You've got a Leo. You've got a Capricorn. You've got Scorpio. You've got choices that come in. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. Don't be afraid to express what you want and what you expect out of a relationship. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. When you're calling the shots, things start to move forward. An Aquarius enters. That Scorpio is around. I think these may be new people. I don't know if they're already around you right now. And your life starts to move forward pretty quickly. But at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision as to like which direction you take. You do have somebody from the past returning. That's a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. 6 of Cups person. But I don't know. I'm reluctant to think that you're moving backwards. I think you're moving forwards. But the option will be yours when you get there. You'll be the one that makes that decision. Julie, did C actually fix his phone to where I couldn't reach him when I got home? He knew I was going to call when I got home. Call and went straight to voicemail. Text and no answer back. Okay, let's see. Did he fix his phone to where I couldn't reach him when I got home? I don't think he did it on purpose, but I think the phone could be off. It could be off or it could be dead. I don't know that he did anything special. Ronnie, can I trust my coworker Denise? No, I don't trust her at all. Like, I don't think, I mean, she may not be malicious, but she could be gossipy. I don't trust her. David, general for tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a pretty good day. You're being guided by the divine. And maybe an overall relaxing day. You have rest, relaxation, and self-care. You might feel like it's like the energy around tomorrow is kind, caring, sincere. You could hear from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. You may feel better respected and better compensated. Or if you're not at work tomorrow because it's a holiday, 6 of Pentacles, you might feel like your relationships are functioning better. Should be a pretty good day. All right, let me use this phone here and go back up to the top. Oh, thank you, Empress. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for always being here and for being supportive of me. And to all of you that are here all the time, being supportive. I'm very grateful and thankful for that. Especially on the nights when it's very chaotic. Oh shit, Anthony, I keep forgetting. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to check it right now. I bet you once I hear it, I'm going to know it. I'll just play it low. Oh my God, I don't know how I spelled birthday wrong. Why don't I see it from Neil Sedaka? I see it from Bobby Morgenstein. There it is. There it is. Oh, yeah. I know the song. This is an old song. Yeah, I know that song. What year did that song come out? That's got to be old, like from my father's time. Sanch, yesterday I've done Reiki cord cutting meditation. What will be the outcome? Well, any of those cord cutting things, so people have a lot of success with that. Um, you can have success with it as long as like your mind, body, and spirit are all on the same path, right? But and that to me is the answer for everything. So if you're doing cord cutting and you're trying to remove things like people, places, and things to get them out and purge them, it's not going to work if your head is not in the same place, right? So it's like, let's just say, for example, it's like an ex-lover or something. If you do a meditation to have him removed or to pull the cords out and disconnect, but you're stalking his Facebook and talking about him and chasing him down and hanging out outside his job, then it doesn't work, because you have to be like, it all has to be on the same alignment in order for things to work. So as long as you stay like your intentions, your actions, and your mind are all the same, you can get rid of those things that are holding you back. But you just have to make sure that you stay on top of it and not fall back into the old patterns. I'm not a big fan of Reiki. I don't really believe in it, but that's me. Lots of people have plenty of success from it. What I would tell you to do, if this is something that you've done to yourself, I would never tell you to go somewhere and pay, because it costs a lot of money. But if you're doing these meditations yourself, I would do it again. I would do it a couple of times. You can have great success with it as long as you stay on top of it. Once again, it's like everything has to kind of be in line for whatever it is that you're trying to cut or remove. You can't just do a meditation but then chase the person around, or you can't just, like you can't go to the gym and then eat a cheesecake. It's the same thing. Oh, well, I went to the gym. Yeah, well, you can't outrun a bad diet. It's the same thing with Reiki. So as long as you're watching your thoughts and your mind, you should be able to get past it, and it should be successful. Liz, overall energy around my new IG account. Good. Perseverance pays off. You got a little bit of good luck coming in, and the world is at your feet. Very good. Oh, thank you, Davy. To you, too. Thank you, thank you. Lee, what will happen next with the Gemini and I? Communication comes in next. Feeling like you're being guided by the divine. You may feel like things kind of move forward, but then you guys may have an argument. There may be an argument because I don't know if the two of you are on the same page. And let's see what happens. Take it day by day. I think things are going to improve communication-wise. You'll probably see one another, but then it looks like there's another argument or disagreement or disappointment coming. Georgia General for the next few days. For the next few days, you have cause for celebration that comes in around a new beginning. Romance could be heating up. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially stable. You got an earth sign around Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You get a fire sign around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Julie, what is he doing that he's not paying attention to his phone? He seems to always be on his phone. He could be with friends tonight. He may be with like family and friends tonight. That may be why. He's not paying attention to his phone, or maybe his phone died. Maybe he's out and he just hasn't charged it. Danielle, will I get a promotion within the next 5 months? I think you will. Yep. Liz, ours next action towards me. Communication comes in, and he may be quite perseverant. And you may feel like he's putting in a little bit of hard work. Yeah. You may see one another relatively soon, too. Let me go back to this one. Nemi, check. Will Pedro fight in Rough and Rowdy? Will Pedro fight in Rough and Rowdy? Yes, I think he will. Anonymous, general love. Might be making a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. It also looks like perseverance pays off. A Taurus comes in that could be brand new energy that makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. The hard work that you put into something will come back to you. Love related with in your next relationship. It looks like you've got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. It also looks like you're prepared for your love life to move forward, and you might be walking away from anything that you feel is stagnant or undecided. Like indecisiveness may drive you crazy. You've got a wish, put it out into the universe. A Gemini enters. And there may be a soulmate connection that comes in. It also looks like you could have an Aquarius that comes in. Feeling like balance has come back to your life and you're moving forward towards greener pastures. Julie, does out with the family and friends include that woman? I think she is with him tonight. Or maybe he has people over his house. Yeah, it does. It looks like it's, I don't know if it has anything to do with Thanksgiving being tomorrow, but there may be people around him that he hasn't seen in a long time. And she could be there. 70% chance, yes, she's there or she's around. Davey, how long do the cards see me at this current job? I think you'll be there through the end of the year. 8 of diamonds could be for the next 8 weeks. You also may be there with the diamonds would be the winter. Through the winter, you could get a new job or change jobs in spring, early spring. Speak knowledge. How will Alicia act if I want to be more than just friends? You may have to have a little bit of patience with her. She may not be 100% ready for that just yet, but you do have luck around the situation, a new journey on the horizon, and she's not holding herself back. She just may not be ready just like today. You know, it may be coming like before the end of the year. If you tell her that you want to be more than friends, that may just happen naturally before the end of the year. High Priestess, Friday I'm launching my body butter. How will the sales go? Should go well. It's things pick up out of the clear blue sky. Things, the sales, your business strengthens, and with the Six of Pentacles, you should feel like you are being very well compensated and very well appreciated. Sales are up, money's coming in. It should be good, especially on Friday. Prudence, general reading. Okay, you've got perseverance pays off, and you may hear from somebody you've either been hoping to hear from or something you've been hoping to hear back from. A school, a job, whatever, a doctor, could be anything. You may be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Balance comes back to your life. It looks like you've got the Magician here, the ability to manifest new opportunities. A little bit of passion comes in. Also, a little bit of good karma comes back to you. A Cancer, an Aries, and a Libra enter. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. Negativity moves into the past. Life seems to move forward for you nicely between now and the end of the year. Smear tea. What does Jay think about tea after that moment? Could have a little negativity around it. I don't know what happened, but the feelings for the person haven't changed. So they still feel the same way, and they seem to think pretty highly of this person, but they may be feeling a little bit awkward around the situation. They also may be feeling like a little bit angry, or maybe, I don't know if there was an argument, or there may be an argument coming in. May feel a little bit like unsettled by it, but their feelings to the person haven't changed, no matter what happened. Like feelings, all right, if you have a fight with somebody, it doesn't mean that you don't still love them. If you have an argument or you just have a disagreement on, you know, what color, blue or red, you still care about the person. Your feelings for them don't change. You're just having an argument or a disagreement. The same thing with whatever this moment was. Whatever this moment was, it didn't change the way the two people feel about one another. It just may have been an awkward moment, and the one person may be feeling a little bit uncertain, sharp, or argumentative or upset by it, but it's nothing that's really changed the other person's feelings. Sarah, what is the Virgo's next action towards me? Communication comes in and happiness comes in. It's just a little bit delayed. It looks like a disappointment around the situation moves into the past. Communication comes in relatively soon through some kind of a message, and you might feel like things are starting to move forward. Curious Rabbit, general on what's coming up in the new year. Could have a brand new soulmate connection that begins with a committed relationship. If you're not in one right now, something brand new may come in early in the year that makes you not look back on the past fondly and eager for your life to move forward. It looks like you got a couple of new people coming in this year. You've got a Taurus, an Aries, a Libra. You've got passion coming in. You might be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. A wish comes true. The ability to manifest new opportunities. You could be moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home. A disappointment moves into the past and happiness comes out over your life next year. Got some nice money coming in too. Love cup is definitely full and you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Not bad. The year looks good. David, what's coming in for the rest of the year? Things could change for the better for you quickly. You've got a new venture on the horizon, and you got new energy coming in. A Leo comes in, a new journey begins. You might be feeling better compensated and better respected around money, work and career, but you also got money coming in. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Love cup is full. By the time we get to the end of the year, you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. A disappointment has moved into the past and a wish has come true. Not bad. Not bad. Julie, deceased family members know that he and that woman are not together, or is he playing this story with them too? No, I don't think that they think that they're together. I just think that they may think that they're friends or that they're roommates. No, I don't think that they believe that they're a couple. Julie, when do you see me getting my first paycheck from the vaccine job? Could be in the next 3 weeks. Maybe they pay every 2 weeks and you start on an off week. You know what I mean? That may be. Could be within the next 3 weeks. Anjali, love reading until the end of the year. Okay, it looks like you've got a new journey on the horizon and you're no longer holding yourself back. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and the next relationship that you begin should be very well balanced and you should feel like you get out of it what you put into it. Life changes for the better quickly. A Leo enters, that could be brand new energy. And somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, don't stand for any bullshit, and anxiety around love is moving into the past. Feeling prepared for your love life to move forward, you may have to let go of people, places, and things that you feel are undecided or wishy-washy, and then your love life can move forward. I don't know if this is all going to happen before the end of the year, though, because that's coming up pretty quickly. But you may have choices around love. There's a water sign that comes in, too. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Curious Rabbit, how is Ben feeling about me? Thinks that you're smart, intelligent, passionate, kind-hearted, sincere, attractive, unique, and creative. I love you. May have a general reading for December. General reading for December. Slow and steady wins the race. But an old wound is starting to heal and move into the past, and you could be focused on a side hustle of some sort that brings in extra cash. Maybe making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Balance comes back to your life. A Capricorn enters, and you may feel like you've got some growth, change, and transformation for the better happening around your life in December. Not bad. Lose career because my boss has become very rude. Well, your perseverance pays off. If you put it out into the universe, you're no longer holding yourself back. You could get other options. There are other options out there for you. Oh, excuse me. It does look like you have the opportunity to move on to greener pastures. Success comes in around a lot of money. You could find another job if you're not happy with that place. You know, put it out into the universe. See what you can come up with. There could be potential for you to leave and go somewhere else where you would be making a good amount of money. Charlene, who is coming towards me in love? You have an Aquarius that comes in. Things change for the better for you quickly, but you should have choices. So aside from that Aquarius, you have another air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It looks like anxiety around love melts away when a new journey begins. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you could breathe a sigh of relief. Coco, General. Romance could be heating up. The love cup here is full, and you may have a little road trip coming up. It also looks like the weight of the world is melting off your shoulders and you're being guided by the divine. You got a little bit of good luck coming in. You may be feeling prepared for your life to move forward. Sagittarius enters, that may be of significance, also a Scorpio. You may feel like life has come back into balance. Got a little bit of money coming in, and you could be moving homes, changing homes, or upgrading your home. Julie would like to know what C's mom thinks of his living situation. Wondering if she thinks it's holding him back from moving forward. I think she has mixed feelings about it. Like sometimes I think that she does. I think she does. But then there are other times where she wonders whether or not they're going to get back together. So she may think, well, you know, maybe they'll work things out. She kind of comes from like a school of thinking, you know, of like kind of like, well, they've been together, or they've been together for so long, so maybe it'll just work out. I don't think it's going to work out. I think she's with somebody else. I don't think neither one of them wants to get back together. But his mother just may feel like they've been together for so long, or they've been living together for so long, that it is what it is. I don't know if she gets involved too much. I mean, she probably has an opinion. Most mothers that have sons have opinions. But she may not say much to him because, you know, like, why doesn't he move in with her? Like, I can't understand these guys that stay in situations with women they don't want to be in because they don't want to live on their own, or because for monetary reasons. Like, move in with your mother. I know nobody wants to live with their parents, but it's better to, in my opinion, it's better to live with your parents than to live like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the situation is like, it is holding him back. There's no way it's not holding him back, because anything that you're not willing to let go of is going to hold you back. Like, that's just the way it works. Like, you have to move forward with your life. You can't move forward 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. It just doesn't work. You know, you have to take the leap. Plus, the mother doesn't know everything. You know, the mother only knows what she's told or what she sees. So the mother may think, well, he's with someone, or at least maybe they'll work things out. You know, he's not like alone or wandering around alone. Jasmine, will Juan contact me tonight in his energy towards me? I think he will contact you tonight or relatively soon. His energy is a little stuck and stagnant, but the cards indicate you should be hearing from him soon. Sister, how is T feeling now that I haven't responded? She's annoyed. She's annoyed. She feels like nothing has changed. She feels like there may be something that needs to be revealed around this situation. Maybe she feels like you're holding something back from her. She's got anxiety. She feels like she's added choices. She feels like she didn't get her wish. She feels like she put in a whole lot of effort and didn't see much of a payoff. Good. Good. I hope that she does feel like that. Lily, can I ask what Spirit wants me to know about my love life? Heartbroken. I've been this way for a long time, but in the last 4 months it's gotten worse. Crying every night, but I pretend in the morning no one. Well, the thing is, when it comes to heartbreak or feeling heartbroken, right? It depends what the situation is. You know, a lot of times, and God knows that I've been fucking guilty of this. You're in a situation with somebody and they're not doing, like, they're not holding up their end of the bargain, right? So the relationship, really, I don't care what the situation is or who the people are, but relationships only work when both people are participating and holding up their end of the bargain. They may teeter-totter a little bit, but both people have to be doing the work. If one person is trying to make the relationship work, it doesn't work. But the idea of being heartbroken for months over something that, if you really sit with yourself and think about it, what wasn't perfect and what, like, wasn't working to begin with. Because if it was working, you would still be together. You wouldn't be feeling heartbroken because that person would be there. So something was misaligned in order to get you to this place. However, whatever it is that's misaligned has nothing to do with the other person. It always has to do with what's going on inside us. So the reason why you're feeling heartbroken by somebody else is because you're trying to get something from them. I need love from you. I need to be with you. I love you. Why don't you want to be with me? Like, why can't you just do what I want you to do? Why can't you be the person I want you to be? Why can't we have the relationship I want to have? All of those things come from a place of want, need, and desperation. In order to get past that, you have to be okay with being alone. You have to be okay with working on your own self, and you have to work on accepting where you are, which is really hard. Like, sometimes, I don't know what your situation is, so it's hard for me to, like, give you a real example, but, like, sometimes you have to accept that whoever the person is doesn't want to be with you and they want to be with Susie. And that is, you got to accept it. Okay, so that's how it is. And if it's months later and you're still crying over that situation, you're not crying over that person. You're crying over the wound that's inside you, which needs to be healed by you, not by anybody else. So I know I can't really go to, I don't know the exact situation, so I can't really tell you exactly like what, like where this wound is coming from. Most of the wounds come from not feeling worthy, and the other person is making you feel worthy. So that's why you're attracted to them. But the idea of being heartbroken by anybody, it really has to do with us. Because if that person, like somebody said this to me once, I was in high school. There's a woman that I worked with. She said, why would you ever want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you and who chooses to be with other people? So right there, that made sense to me. Of course, it took me forever to get to that point. Even though, like, I always thought about her saying that to me. Why would you ever want to be with somebody who does not want to be with you and would rather be with somebody else? And if that, right, why? Why would you want that? Because it's not about that person. It's about the way that person makes you feel, which is just covering up a wound. And it's not only just with romantic relationships, it's with friendships too. Like, I remember wanting to be friends with these women, and I'm an adult. It's not like I was 17 at the time. I was a grown woman, and they weren't always nice to me, and I still wanted to be friends with them. And I thought to myself, like, why am I so attracted to situations that make me feel bad? And it took me a long time, and it took me a lot of, like, I went to different kinds of healers to try, like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And pretty much what it came down to is that being accepted on occasion from people that normally made you feel bad temporarily made you feel good, which sounds really fucked up, right? So it's like if you kick me in the stomach every time I see you, 9 times out of 10, but on the 10th time you're nice to me, then that's the time that makes me feel like I'm worth something. But I got to tell you that once you start to work through all these old wounds, you don't crave those situations anymore. You actually kind of repel them and you don't want to be part of it anymore. And you get past it. So, like the whole healing process, if you're truly healing, you're really getting down to the bottom of those wounds that have nothing to do with other people. And I could never understand that when people would say that to me. I'm like, well, what do you mean it has nothing to do with him? Of course it has to do with him. He broke my heart. It's his fault that I'm upset. No, it's your fault that you're upset. And I couldn't get it. I just couldn't understand it. It took a really long time, like 10 years to figure it out. But I started to understand all of that stuff is just, it's just putting a band-aid over the wound unless you heal that wound first. Anyway, enough of that. Let me give you spirit cards. 5 of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. 4 of Water, missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. And the Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You've got a guardian angel. Julie, did that trip C and I was going to go on fly away with the birds? I think it still could happen. I don't know that it would be a full-blown vacation, but it might be like a day away or like an overnight thing. It could still happen at some point. Which one am I using? That's for that. This one here. Mystery, what are F's thoughts and feelings about mine and A's friendship with her? Does she even want us to continue being friends with her in the new year? I think she does still want to be friends with you guys. I don't know what's going on here that you're questioning that. But she may be feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant or around this situation. She also may have a lot going on in her life that's she's not holding herself back. She could be exploring new opportunities. But I think that she still does want to be your friend. Does she have other people that she's hanging out with? You know what it just reminded me of? I don't know why this reminded me. But when I was in high school, we had a friend who, like, we had been friends with her forever. And all of a sudden, like, not all of a sudden, she came out as being gay. We knew she was gay. Nobody cared. But when she told us, right, we were like, yeah, whatever. So we said to her, okay, well, why don't you hang out with us on Friday nights? And then for the rest of the weekend, you do whatever it is that you're doing. And at first she was like, yeah, okay. But then she didn't want to hang out with us on Friday nights. Like, she wanted to do her own thing. And we were really hurt by that because we felt like she just didn't want to spend any time with us anymore. So anyhow, so maybe like a year or so goes by, because we were in high school at this point, and she kind of like broke away from us. Like, we weren't really seeing or hearing from her at all anymore. And we were really hurt by that because it was like all of a sudden she just didn't really want to hang out with us. But then by the time we were in college, she kind of came back around, and it was a little bit better. I mean, I still talk to her to this day. So it's like, even though like things got a little bit weird there for a minute with our group, I think it was just something she needed to do at that moment. She just needed to have the freedom to do what she wanted, and she didn't want to have to hang out with us, which, as her friends, like now, because I'm older, back then we were pissed, but now I would be like, just go do what you got to do, and I'll be around when I'm around. Whatever, I'll catch you at some point. But back then, we were all pretty upset by it because we thought, well, she just doesn't want to hang out with us anymore. She's doing her own thing. But it was kind of like a little phase, and then she kind of came back, then I mean, not in the same way. We weren't hanging out with her every night. She still had a whole other group of friends, but she kind of came back and started hanging out with us, and I still talk to her to this day. So it was fine. Anyhow. Elizabeth, will the Aquarius Andes next step towards me? Will the Aquarius Andes next steps towards me? Okay, let's see. Communication comes in. It looks like you might be feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, but you may have to have a little bit of patience with him. He could be typical Aquarius. Shows up unexpectedly, then you don't hear from him for a while, and that might drive you a little bit nuts, but it does look like romance could heat up between the two of you if you just give it a little bit of time. Communication will come in. That would be next. Julie, wondering how that guy, the woman, sees and feels and thinks about the living situation, or does he care? I think he has his moments. Sometimes I think he feels stressed out about it. The weight of the world is on his shoulders. But for the most part, he may not really care. Or he just may feel like, I think guys are just different. They're just different. It's almost like he's okay with the way things are, and he's not looking for anything to move forward, or he doesn't care so much, or it's not such a big deal to him. You can't compare men and women when it comes to situations like that. I always talk about that woman that I knew for like 10 years. She was dating this guy. They were both married. And I swear to God, she could do whatever she wanted with her husband, but if he did something with his wife, holy shit. He's going away with that fucking bitch. He's going to be with her on Christmas, that fucking bitch. Meanwhile, she was doing all these things with her husband, but that seemed to be okay. And I used to have to point that out to her all the time. Not because I care, you know what I'm saying? Like, I care about her relationship. But, like, she's fighting with the boyfriend. But she doesn't see what she's doing. Like, she can't see that she's doing the same thing and her boyfriend is not saying anything that she's doing it. But when he does it with his wife, it's an issue. So I think that sometimes men can just be a little complacent. And I think that they also could be a little lazy. And if they don't have to do anything extra, they're okay with it. And I think that's how he may be feeling. Jay, when could I hear from Brianna the Aries? Soon, like this weekend. Divine Cancer, what does the Libra S want to happen between us, and what is she expecting from me? Well, she right now is kind of holding herself back. She's got feelings, and I think she is expecting at least communication to pick up with you. But I don't think that she's really ready for a committed relationship right now. I think that kind of scares her, and I think that she's a little bit holding herself back. So I wouldn't come on too strong right now, because I don't know that she's got the confidence for it. You might just have to give her a little bit of time to get comfortable with the situation. And Mimi, when will I hear from him again? Within the next 4 days. Charlene, who's coming towards me in love? I think I did that one. Luz, I did. Shirley, when is Al going to take action or express feelings? You could see more come from him within the next 9 weeks. 9 days to 9 weeks, you should see things around the situation starting to pick up. Or he may be telling you how he feels. Dorothy, messages from Spirit. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. The Wheel of the World, Archangel Michael. A job well done, joy and contentment, gratitude, path towards enlightenment. Oh, and the Wheel. I must have known that. Archangel Michael. Oh, you got Michael twice? Wow. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. Very good. Got Archangel Michael around you big time. Amazing Me, General Love. Okay, you got growth, change, and transformation coming in and around your love life. Could be exploring new options, get new people coming in. You got a Taurus, a Cancer, a Libra, and a Scorpio all coming in. Could be exploring options, and your love life moves forward. Before the end of the year, you may find yourself feeling prepared for the love cup to be full and moving forward towards greener pastures. Donna, is my soulmate on his way? Okay, is the next soulmate relationship on its way? Probably sometime early next year, you'll enter a new soulmate relationship. Maybe like within the first 3 months of the year. Kind of soon. Red, how does Jet feel about me? Thinks that you're compassionate, caring. Thinks that you have a strong personality, you're independent, you know what you want, you know how to get it. Thinks you're attractive, thinks that you're kind-hearted. May feel like you're creative, unique, and successful. Miss Illyrio, may I ask what is RM, the Gemini's problem in our workplace? What is RM's problem in the workplace? This person is undecided. They come up as feeling undecided. They're also feeling negative around the situation. Here's the Gemini. They may feel stuck and stagnant. They may feel like they're not going anywhere or like they're at a dead end. They're unhappy. They're just unhappy. They also may have a hurt. They also recently could have been hurt by somebody, which is maybe adding to the stress around the place. But Lily, that happens. All of this old shit is going to come up before you can get rid of it. That's normal. But you know what? You got to let go of like beating yourself up because everybody has done it. And so, you know, like I had a friend of mine that she gave this piece of shit like $15,000. And after it was all said and done, she's like, I can't believe that I did that. And I was like, you know what? But I would have done the same thing. I would have done the same thing because in the moment, I've never given anybody that kind of money. But in those moments when you do things, like you're in a different mindset. Like I remember like buying things or giving money or, you know, helping out here and there because in the moment I felt like, well, we're together, you know, like it'll come back to me. It's not a big deal. But I wasn't realizing how I was throwing the situation so off balance by me always being the one to pick up things or buy things or bring things or whatever. And then after I felt like mad at myself, right? But then you know what? As time goes on, you have to kind of forgive yourself for being a good person and doing the right thing or giving somebody a chance that didn't deserve it. So don't beat yourself up over that shit because everyone's been there. The only thing that you can do is move forward from it. Low Asp, is my purse at my grandma's house? It's my necklace and important items in there. Okay, let's see. Is my purse at my grandma's house? I think it's there. Yeah, I think it's there. Um, it seems like it's around. It's misplaced. It's not lost. But that's the thing. You just said it right there, Lily. What I just read here. I give people love, and I don't want to be with him, and that makes him mad, and then you dare treat me like I have no value. When you put in too much effort or when you give too much, your value drops. It fucking sucks that that happens. But think about like I don't know if I can ever explain it right, but people that have always been the most popular, that people are always looking forward to seeing in any kind of group settings are usually the people that are not always there. They always tend to be very sporadic with their energy. Like if you have a group of friends, right? There's always like one person that tends to not always be there or they're kind of elusive with whether they're going to show up. And those are the people that always tend to be really popular. Why? Because their energy is kind of sporadic. So the people that like wholeheartedly jump into things tend to not be appreciated ever. And it sucks that it's like that because I feel like it shouldn't work like that. But when you give too much to any situation, the balance of the relationship goes off, and then your value goes down. And it's fucking sucks. It sucks. And I think that we're programmed to think, well, look at how good I am to you, right? I'm here and I do nice things for you and I respond to you when you text me. How come you don't like me? Why do you like the people that don't answer you? Why are you attracted to the people that don't do these things for you? Well, just like we have been attracted to those kind of losers, right? The people that don't text us back, the people that don't return our phone calls, the people that shut their phones off or say make up a lie. Why are we attracted to them? Because they're not giving us what we want. But when you heal all that bullshit underneath, then you don't find those. Then those situations and those people really repulse you, and you're disgusted by it. Have I gotten to everyone? Is there anyone here that I haven't answered for? Libra love I didn't answer for. May I get a general for the next week? General for the next week. Got cause for celebration that comes in. Success comes in around work or school. You might have some money coming in, and something happens that makes you very happy around a new journey starting. Life could change for you for the better next week. Pretty good. T. Yvette, when will I see him again? You should see him in the month of December, beginning of December, maybe within the next 13 days. Harsha, general for November to December of 2022. Perseverance pays off. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and you're feeling better compensated or better respected around work. It looks like you have a wish that comes true. Feeling financially stable. An air sign enters, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. May have a new venture on the horizon towards the end of next year that brings in more money and makes you feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for? Mel, general. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down around a business opportunity. An argument or a disagreement will resolve itself and move into the past. And you're being guided by the divine, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief. The magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. It also looks like life is coming back into balance. You may be working on a creative project of some type. You could hear from somebody out of the blue you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time. And all of a sudden you may feel like life is no longer stuck, but things are starting to move forward. Christine, general. Got a new journey on the horizon and a wish comes true, put it out into the universe. You also may have some nice choices that come in before the end of the year around love. Anxiety moves into the past. If you're not with anyone, you have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries that comes in. You also have an Aquarius. If you are with someone, you have a wish around your current relationship. Cause for celebration comes in. The weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders, and before the end of the year, something should happen that makes you very happy. The Empress. I had this weird dream last night about me being pregnant. Does that mean I'll be pregnant soon? No. Dreams about pregnancy mean dreams of a new idea or a new, like a new beginning. Like a dream of pregnancy would be like you could be coming up with a new business idea, or you may be coming up with redecorating your home. It's like the birth of a new idea. It doesn't have to be the birth of a person. Pregnancy, once again, is free will. If you don't want to get pregnant, you be careful, you won't get pregnant. If you want to get pregnant, then there you go. You just got to try. But no, dreams of pregnancy rarely mean that it's an actual pregnancy. Oh, well, if you've been trying, then that's different. If you've been trying, then yeah, that'll probably happen without a problem. Yeah. Perseverance pays off around that. But the dream doesn't, I don't believe, has anything to do with that. Yeah, so this is the way that I always read pregnancy. Unless you have some sort of a physical issue where you are having trouble getting pregnant, like an ovary doesn't work or something of that nature, then there could be, like, it could be more than a free will thing, right? Like you might have to go for, but even still, that's still free will because you would have to go to the doctor to get whatever needs to be done. But if you're actively trying to get pregnant and you can physically have children, then usually it doesn't take long. You know, like maybe within a couple of months or maybe within 6 months or whatever. As far as the dreams, it's always the way that I've read pregnancy dreams, where it's like a new idea or a new beginning was coming in. But if you're trying to get pregnant and you've been working on it, and then you have the dream, it's a new beginning. That could be. I think that you will get pregnant relatively soon. One of my friends said that her grandmother, I think it was her grandmother, used to dream about fish. I don't know why fish, but she said that whenever she saw fish in a dream, somebody would turn up pregnant. I've never known that to be true, but every time, she said that every time her grandmother dreamt of fish, somebody would turn up pregnant. Yeah, but then, you know, like with these dreams, a lot of it has to do with like what's going on in the subconscious mind, right? So if you're like I just mentioned, and I'm telling you it's driving me crazy and I don't like the feeling that I'm getting from it, the ex-Aquarius, I've reached out to him. I can't remember the last time I spoke to him. I don't talk to him that often, maybe every couple of months. I reached out to him for his birthday in February, and I haven't heard back from him since. And I've sent him a couple of messages since, like sporadically. I sent him another one today that said, threatening, if you don't respond to this, I'm going to come looking for you. Because threats usually work, but I haven't heard back from him yet. I'm worried that something has happened to him because this isn't like him. And I had a dream the other night that I ran into him. It was kind of like an outdoor mall, kind of like a combination of like it was an outdoor mall and also kind of like, it kind of looked like, this is going to sound weird. The high school that I went to had a couple of buildings, but they also had a couple of like mobile homes that I remember my English class was in a mobile home. And in the dream, that's what it kind of looked like. Like we were outside one of those mobile homes. Anyway, and he was like walking up the stairs to go to the bathroom. And I stopped him and I was like, God, I've been trying to get in touch with you. I just wanted to know that you were okay. So, and he said to me in the dream, I'm fine. I'm okay. Now, is that because he's been on my mind? That's why I'm dreaming of him? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe it's nothing more than just that's where my mind is. So that's why I dreamt of it, because I've been thinking about it. Oh, your grandmother dreams of fish too? Oh, that's so funny. Maybe there's something to that. I never heard of it before until she said it. The fish thing. I know, I think it's weird too. That's so funny. Britt, general for the rest of the year. Okay, you've got a love connection here maybe moving forward. If you're already with this person, great. If you're not, you could have choices that come in around love. And anxiety is moving into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. Lay down the law, set up boundaries. You got a new journey here on the horizon. Some spontaneity comes in. Life changes for the better for you quickly. A wish comes true. Put it out into the universe. Something should make you happy before the end of the year with the Sun card. Yeah, the subconscious. Like, here's this dream that I had. I had a dream that my grandmother drove up here from Florida. Now, my grandmother's been dead for 15 years. But when she got here, she was like having a hard time standing because she had been in the car for so long. Now, my dad always talks about driving up here, and I'm always like, you're not driving up here. It's too far of a drive. Take a plane. But for him, he's like, I don't know. He says it's very hard to walk through the airport, and he hates being on the plane. It's small. It's not comfortable. But he would be here in 2 hours rather than 2 days. Anyway, so like in that situation, that dream to me, I'm thinking is that I'm kind of convincing my father with my grandmother. My grandmother wouldn't drive up here. My grandmother would fly all over the place by herself and not think anything of it. She flew to China. She flew to Italy. She flew all over the place by herself, and she didn't care. She would definitely fly before she would drive. But I don't know, like, why did I have that dream? Probably because I'm always yelling at my dad that, no, I don't want you to drive up here because it's a long drive, and you just don't need to do it at 76. Anyway. Oil. Oil, I said. Ollie. Is H intimidated by me? Is H intimidated by me? A little bit, yes. This person genuinely likes you. They think that you're smart and intelligent, but they are a little bit intimidated, yes. Oil, that's what I said. And you know this dream that my dad and I both have that's reoccurring? I don't know what this means. It's got to mean something. We both have it. A dream, I don't know if any of you ever had it, where I could be in a car, I could be in a bus, and sometimes and I'm driving up a hill that is so steep, I can't see the top of it, and I feel like I'm going to slide down, like I'm going to slide backwards. And my dad has the same one. He says sometimes in his dream he's walking. I've never been walking, but I've been like in a car and feeling like I'm not going to make it. We're not going to make it. And I'm going to slide back down. I don't know what that dream's about, but I have it kind of frequently. All right, is there anybody here? You had that dream too? I wonder what that means. It's got to mean something. It's got to mean something. It's weird, right? It's a weird dream. And you feel like you're going to fall backwards. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I should look it up. Alrighty, I think that I've answered for everyone. So that's it. Alrighty then. I don't know what time I'm going to be on tomorrow. I probably will only be on maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what the day holds. And I'll see what Avery's schedule is. We'll be out for most of the day, but I'll definitely be on at night. So maybe I'll only be on at night. I don't know. I'll be on at some point. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for being here. Have a good night. Bye-bye.